I spent $100 on sushi and cupcakes. Link in the description. A little bit of wasabi. That is so good, and the wasabi is really nice and strong. Sometimes the wasabi is so diluted, you have to put so much in there before you get that nice kick. Nice and fresh. I think they're supposed to be salmon, but there's only slightly little small twigs of salmon in here. This is so good and crunchy. Other fish balls I've eaten, they're so fishy. I can normally not really stand them very much, but this is actually so good and fresh. Between the red and the orange one, I actually prefer the red one because of the slightly bigger like fishball texture, and also it just tastes better and more fresh in a way to me. Ooh, that wasabi is really strong. Just the spiciness of the wasabi and the slight sourness, but then there's like the saltiness of the soy sauce and the chewiness of the salmon. It's just so good. This looks like just the cutest thing. Dipping that in ranch is actually so good. I know it's probably more of a Western thing, but sushi and ranch tastes really, really good. I'm gonna need some wasabi for this one. I typically don't like eel. That wasabi is really so strong. Normally there's two types of really strong wasabi. One that will go up into like my brain and it feels like it's like tickling my brain. And another that will kind of go down here near my chest. And this one's a chest one. It really, I could feel the pain. I love it when the seaweed is on the outside. I'm more of an outside person than an innie person. Lots of green things in here. That one was kind of creamy because of the avocado. That was very chewy, and I put less wasabi on there because I was dying, so. Now it's time for some sweets. Oh, very nice. The unicorn kind of reminds me of red velvet a little bit, but mostly like sweet chocolate. It's so cute that it can fit onto a spoon. I think out of all the cupcakes, this is my favorite kind of color pairing. It just looks so cute and springtime-like. Adding a little bit of blue. I can't quite place it, but this icing just has a sort of weirder texture than the other ones. The other ones are a lot smoother, and this one feels a little bit more grainy. Now, kiss. This would taste better if it wasn't 50% icing. Just a little bit less would be tasty. All right, the thing I like the most is, of course, the salmon by itself with a little bit of wasabi and a little bit of soy sauce. It just tastes so good and chewy and salty and spicy and a little bit sour, which is amazing. The thing I dislike the most is probably this really pretty purple yellow cupcake. It just looks beautiful, but the icing has kind of a weird texture to it. But overall, this is really good. Everything is super fresh and soft, even the cupcakes that are from Walmart. I'll give this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6. Subscribe!